What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Billionaire Dreams Travel. And today we're going to be going over the pros and cons of MSC Private Island, Ocean Cay. So stay tuned for the good and not so good things.
Welcome to Billionaire Dreams, the life everybody wish they could live. Only a chosen few make it.
All right, let's get right into it. Pro number one, private island experience. It really is a beautiful island and the ship pull right up to the dock. And when you get there, the island is completely for MSC. So you don't have to worry about, vendors walking around trying to upsell you anything or sell you on anything, period. You just there relaxing and having fun and just taking in the sun and the beach and the sand, and it's all smile and drinks from there. So that's a pro for that. All right, let's get into it. Pro number two, the drink packet work on the island, which is a big plus for a lot of us because we spend a lot of money on these drink packages, and for them to only work on the ship is preposterous. Like, what are y'all doing? And right now, from what I hear, Carnival don't work like that. That their drinks don't work on the private island. Even the new private island that they're building, Celebration Key, they say that the drink package is not going to work on theirs. I haven't been on Norwegian, and I can't remember for Royal if it did or didn't because I only been to theirs once. But I've been to Ocean Cay, 3, 4 times, and I've never had no problem with the drink package working on the island. So that's definitely a pro. All right, pro number three. It's a beautiful and clean island. As you can see by the videos, posted on the background, the island is clean and it's beautiful, and they keep it well maintenance and maintained, and everything is just set perfect. There's nothing that's out of place. They make sure they come around and keep the island clean. There's no trash on the ground or bottles or anything like that. They make sure they keep the island very well maintained. We have no complaints about that. So you won't get trash cans or things overflowing too much, or shrubbery or anything like that growing out too far, because they definitely keep it up. Number four, transportation by staff on golf carts. This is a big island. It's beautiful, but after a while, you get tired of walking and you just want to sit in one spot, which is what most people do anyway when they go to a private island, or maybe they pool hop. But yeah, you don't want to be walking around this big island going here and there, especially for the people with, mobility problems, and, our older people, we got to take care of them. So, that's where the staff come in with the golf carts and, like clockwork, back and forth all day. So that is definitely a plus for that. Number five, bars and treats. Now this is a good one because when you out there on the island, you having fun, but it's hot out there. The sun beaming down on you. You want something cold, whether it's an alcoholic beverage or maybe not an alcoholic beverage. They got you. They got plenty of bars around there. They even have waiters coming around to take your order. Also, you get ice cream on the island. For people who love ice cream, hey, that's one too. I know I like ice cream myself, but as an adult, I'm going to frequent the bar a lot, or I'm going to ask the waiter or waitress, for a drink. So that's a big one. Number six, yacht club perks. You got your own thing on the island if you bought yacht club, which is rightfully so because you spent all that extra money on it. Why not, get the perks for it? So you have your kind of like your own little sanctuary, your little private island within the private island. You have your own beach, your own bar, you got your own waiter, the waitress, food over there. Me personally, I haven't partaken in the yacht club experience yet. That is something that I'm definitely going to do one day soon, most likely. But we're definitely aware that it is on the island. We've talked to people, we've seen it, read about it and everything. So it's definitely there, and we will one day partake ourselves. Number seven, excursions are available on the island. I know because, well, we did jet skis on the island one time. It was like a couple years ago, and we did a jet ski tour around the island. It took us about 45 minutes to an hour. It was a group of us. I think it was like 12 of us, including the jet ski leader. And, everybody just follow in line, and you get out there in the middle of the ocean, you go past the ship and around the whole island, and it's fun. You just out there in the water, you just hitting it on the jet skis, and you know, uh, the leader will slow down, and he will slow everybody down. For the people who are stragglers who don't want to hit it fast, want to take their time and go slow. So you have that there too. So I very much appreciate that. But yeah, excursions are available on the island. All right, now it's time to get into those cons. Con number one, limited food options. There's not a big variety on the island when it comes to food. You have your normal things like a taco truck or taco stand, and you have your buffet with burgers and hot dogs and fries and a little salad here and there. But there's not a big selection when it comes to food. And another thing, all the food venue closed down around 2:30. So if you want to go back later to get food, like at a later time past 2:30, there's not really a time to get it because everything closed. And the ship might leave between 5 and 6 o'clock. But all the food venues are going to close around 2:30. So if you want some more food, you have to go back to the ship to get some more food, then come back off. So that's definitely a con, because who want to be doing all that? They should definitely close it maybe an hour later, maybe 3:30 or something like that, especially if you leave at 5. But hey, con number two, lack of seating when it comes to eating. All the seating is pretty much around the buffet area when it comes to eating. If you want to venture out and take your food really out there on the sand, I guess, with you, you can do that, but there aren't any tables over there. And then the tables at the buffet area fill up fast because there isn't enough, I should say, tables there. So it get crowded at the buffet. There's a line, stretched real far, and then short amount of tables. They got to do better with that. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's definitely a con. Also too, they don't have any high chairs on the island. If you have a baby or a toddler, they have them on the ship, but they're not on the island. We asked for one for Cadence. They was like, we don't have any. The guy, one of the waiters, went and looked everywhere, and then he come to find out they didn't have any high chairs. All the high chairs was on the ship. It was like, okay, that's weird. So what are y'all going to do for toddlers or babies that's out here? Like, I guess you just leave them in the stroller, put them in your lap, but that's definitely a con. All right, y'all, con number three, and this is a big one. It's not really that family friendly, and what I mean by that is I already mentioned to y'all about there are no high chairs for the kids to sit down and eat at the table, where there's no kids area on the island. There's no kiddie pool, no splash pad. There's no playground. They could just run around in the sand. You have to bring your own beach toys, but there's no kind of play area for the kids where they have their own little area. So that is definitely a con. Now that I think about it, there's not any pools on the island either. You have your ocean and you have your lagoon, and you just have to watch your kids on either side right there playing the sand there in the water, but there's no kiddie pools or splash pads or things like that for them to do. No jungle gyms or nothing. So that's a big one. That's definitely a con. Okay, con number four. There's no entertainment or any type of fun activity programming on the island. I mean, you're just there. If you're looking for that relaxing beach vacation vibe, that's definitely what you're gonna get. But as far as like, a party vibe or, turning up, nah. They don't have no pool parties because they don't have no pools. Like I said, no ocean parties. They play music. They got, the good Caribbean music thing or whatever type of music they might be playing over the loudspeakers or whatever. But there's not a party vibe. And only kind of, if you want to say, showing in the end is they do the little lighthouse show, which we have yet seen. And we've been there multiple times and we still haven't seen that lighthouse show yet. But that's only at the end when you're about to leave port and you're departing, and a little while later at night. So they might do the little lighthouse show maybe, and then they hop back on the ship with us. But that's about it. There's nothing to do there. So don't be going there expecting you go party. No, you're gonna relax with. There's nothing wrong with that, but yeah. Con number 5, last but not least, ongoing construction. They haven't got done building what all they're going to build on this island yet. Whatever they got going on, they're still building it. From when the island first was created or made or whatever you want to call it. So there's construction crews there. There's going to be noise at times. There are going to be fences and things are in the way. You're going to have to, walk beside it, around it, because certain area of the island is blocked off. Don't know when they're going to finish it. We didn't ask, but the construction is still ongoing at this point.